Going live, going live. Are you okay with that? Okay.
I can scoot a little closer to you. That works for you.
That works. So this is May 2026 Spiritual Chat. My special guest is Esther Graves. She's going to tell a little bit about herself before we go into the questions. Again, if you're not able to make it on the live, it's okay. I do upload this onto my YouTube channel. And then again, once you find it, if you have a question and you want it answered, but you're not comfortable, my email is rc77yorkoracle@yahoo.com. You can send that, or you can put it in the comments on the chat. But I'm going to let Esther take a few minutes and talk about herself and what she does and all that fun stuff.
So I classify myself as a psychic medium, and I have been a professional practicing psychic medium since 2017. I was aware of it for a few years before that, but just doing readings for friends, family, things like that. And I joke with other people that either you make the leap or spirit is going to yeet you. And I got yeeted. In 2017, my sister brought me my first professional client as a reader, and I connected with her grandmother, and it floored me for a little bit, and it's just been a slow process. And now I'm very comfortable sitting with dead people. And I would actually rather hang out with dead people
than live people. I think most people that know dead people,
they're so much more fun.
They're
all the heaviness, all the the anger, the frustration, the animosity, all of that. They're like, no, I don't.
So I have a question for you, because sometimes I still get surprised.
Yes.
Same. Dead people sneak up on you?
Not anymore, because I have very firm rules and boundaries.
Okay.
With dead people and with the living, because it matters. You can't have one without the other. My rules are: I think of my mind as a house.
Uh-huh.
I have a room that I go into in the house that I communicate with spirit in. So do you ever talk about the store on here?
Yes.
Okay. So I do readings out of a metaphysical store here in Utah, as well as I run the store a couple of days a week. And when I walk into that building, the door automatically, I have set it so the door automatically opens. Anywhere else, I have to go and manually open the door. So when I came here, we were sitting down and we were getting ready to do this, I opened the door, which is why I had that information come in, and I'm like, okay, we're open for business. In the beginning, prior to being a professional reader, I think it was in 2016, my daughter was about a year old. I went with a friend to get a reading, and he's channeling her mother in the middle, and she's sobbing and bawling, and he's like, I'm so sorry. And he turns to me and he's like, honey, you really need to get going on this. And so when I started connecting to people who had passed on, they were showing up at night. I wasn't sleeping well. The grocery store, there was, and sometimes they're not even dead people. Sometimes it's just psychic information that comes through, that floods through from spirit. And there was one experience where I was taking my dog for a checkup at the vet.
Uh-huh.
And I couldn't leave the desk because this cute little kid behind the counter, I needed to say something to him. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so uncomfortable doing this because I am not Teresa Caputo. I don't want to be Teresa Caputo. I do not want to have that experience going around. No, thank you. But I said to him, there's a masculine energy person and a feminine energy person around you that are very important to you. I don't know who they are. One has an issue with their heart. One has an issue with their brain. You need to know that both of them are going to be fine. I know it's scary. I know whatever. You just need to know that they're both going to be fine. He starts bawling. He was in a polyamorous relationship with a girl and with a guy, and one had an issue with they were trying to figure out what was going on with their heart, and the other and he desperately needed to hear his partners were going to be okay. And I think it was after that, I went and sat down with Jennifer Martin, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And she's like, tell him to leave. And I'm like, I can do that?
I didn't know that until 2024.
Oh, poor Rachel. Yeah. So she's like, business hours. And so she explained to me what her business hours were. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I went home and I was very much in a space where I still needed to make everything this big grand ritual. And so I sat down in a meditation and I called my primary guide in and I said, all right, these are the rules. This is the when, this is the where. Like, we can customize, we can change. Like, there's some flexibility in there, but this is what's happening. Like, this is the rule. My husband's going to hate me for adding him on this, but it's fine.
It's okay. This is what this is for, everybody.
So he won't sleep on the side of the bed closest to the door because he feels watched.
Really?
Oh, wow. And I'm like, it's your grandma, right? It's your grandma coming to you at night, because that happens for a lot of us, is they come at night because our mind's at rest, our mind's at peace, and we are a little bit more open to it. And I know he has abilities. He's Mr. Logical and rational and science mind.
He'll get there eventually, I feel.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, he's married to me. He has no choice.
Yeah. Because you drop shit on him all the time.
Yes. There have been times that I'm like, I have gotten information that someone's getting ready to go. In 2019, in December, we were visiting his family for the holidays for Christmas and all that. And I hugged his grandma and I'm like, oh, this is the last time I'm going to hug her. And then January 3rd, we got a call that she had fallen and was going. And I'm like, okay. And so, like, I don't know that I told him that one, but I've gotten information. Like, I know how other people in his family are going to go. I don't know when, but I know, like, how. And I've asked him, I'm like, do you want to know? And he's like, no. I'm like, okay.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not to that point.
One day.
It will. I look at abilities, whatever it is, even with Claire's, is you're a door, and there's so many different levels to each of those gifts and what you'll experience. And some people might experience stuff rapidly.
Yeah.
Versus others are like, I can't wait for that. And I was like, good luck with that one, because it's super fun.
Yeah, they are. When I have someone who's come to me for a reading for the very first time, whether it's a tarot or human design or whatever it happens to be, I tell them we're all the same, but very different at the same time, because a reading is very similar across the board, but every individual that connects is so very, very different, and can say the same thing. And it comes out. I'm a very blunt person. Yes, I think the people I don't know why I'm sitting next to Esther and I'm doing that. I think when I know I always say I feel, and it's even with live people, like the individual you sent me to, like a few weeks ago at Tea and Tarot. You're like, you need to go sit down with this person. I did.
And then,
was it the new girl?
No, she was crying though, because she's like, I'm not. She's like, there was some sort of blockage that it was not safe to cry or show emotions. And I was like, just cry.
Just have.
I was like, what am I going to do? Shank you right now?
Yeah.
I'm not shanking you. So she's like, but everybody's staring. I was like, I know. And they're probably going to be like, what the blank, Rachel? Why are you making her cry? And it's like, I'm not. I'm just like, it's okay to cry.
Facilitating a release.
Yeah.
So crying for our nervous system. So I used to work in perimedical. There's the word I'm looking for. I was paramedical, and we would have people pass out on us all the time doing what I did. And that's the body's reset button. When things are all out of whack with our circulatory system and all of that, the body's just like, reset button, reset, pass out, start over. Crying does the same thing for our nervous system.
Yeah.
It reduces cortisol. It resets the emotional system. Yeah. So Andy and I, if we're doing a psychic fair together, we see who can make more people cry. Because it's so healing and cathartic, and like it helps. Like it's.
Do you ever get uncomfortable though when they're crying in front of you? Sometimes I feel like a little.
I high five them a lot of the times. I'm like, good job, feel it and expressing the emotion.
I just have this And that's a blockage I have to look at, and I know
Yeah.
where it comes from, but I get a little uncomfortable. I'm like,
How lovely.
why are you crying in front of me?
I should have probably warned people that I will get distracted by the furry babies that are here in this house.
That's okay.
I
Come
will.
on.
Are you going to come up so I can pet you? Can I pet you now? Hello.
Come
Oh,
on.
sweet baby.
Jump up.
Oh, you're so soft.
Maybe Salem's going to join us.
I am the resident crazy cat person at the store.
Oh, here he is, everyone. So before we go into the questions, have you noticed like an uptick on mediumship crap? Like more people have questions about communicating with their deceased, or
So I started Light Circle
yes,
at the
I know
store
that.
because there was this. I was getting so. A lot of times when you're doing a reading, and this is helpful for you guys who, if any of you are readers or, getting started in all of that, a lot of the people who sit across from you, you need to hear that information too. Like there's a commonality, there's a similarity in something. And so a lot of my clientele will be baby mediums that are just coming into it. But I was like, it amped up a lot. It amped up.
I noticed
Yeah.
it
And
for
so I'm
so
like,
far this year.
yeah. And I'm like, people need an opportunity to flex this muscle, to practice, to work this muscle out, because any of the clairs, any of the ways to connect are accessible to anybody. Like
Yeah.
I'm a physical medium, that's my dominant. But in the last 15 years, I've trained to get the mental pictures, the voices in my head, the whatever, the smells, the hearing, all of that. And so that's why I do Light Circle now, is to give people different practices and different exercises to help think of it in a different way.
Yeah.
So
She's excited. She's got a cat next to her.
and he's a black baby. He's just
I always have black cats. Can you guess why?
yeah. We got our black cat because my husband always wanted a black cat. And so I'm like, well, if we keep the black baby, he can't be on his own, because cats do better in pairs, especially if they're kittens. And so we foster failed Paul with Ink. And so I now have my alien idiot and my black idiot. And I love when they have the little, like almost bald spots right by their eyes and their ears. I just love
You want to hear a fun fact about him?
it. Yes, please.
He eats 2 rotisserie chickens a week from Costco. He is
Is you spoiled?
he's my chicken eater.
He's just spoiled.
He does not really care for dry or canned food. He likes his chicken.
My foster babies, none of them would eat the tuna or the whitefish. Like it has turkey, chicken, and then 2 different kinds of fish, and none of them would ever eat the fish. They always wanted the chicken or the turkey. But no, he knows what the good stuff is.
Yep.
It's not going to settle, nor should he.
So are you ready for the first question?
Okay.
This came to me a few weeks ago.
Okay.
How soon is too soon to connect to a recently passed
Person. So
family member?
I'm going
Which-
to give 2. So there's it's a spectrum. It really is. It depends on the individual who passed, and it depends on the person wanting to connect. So I typically tell people to wait 6 months to a year.
Okay.
Both because you need time to process the loss. You need to get to a place in your grief cycle where you can hear whatever they have to say. And there are some souls that when they pass, they need time to acclimate on the other side. I have had individuals who pass with Alzheimer's, dementia, something like where their mind is not sound.
Mhm.
And it does take a little while for